Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's quiet.
The kids are asleep.
We're off the clock.
Let's talk. Welcome to Parents Off the Clock. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Chow. Oh, honey, how was your day?
I had a decent day. I worked today. It was pretty busy all day. Got out a little early, which was nice. Had a couple rough patients. Had to wrestle a couple down. How was your day?
Typical day for me. Just meetings, drop the kids off, pick the kids up, cleaned up the house a little bit, went a few errands, took some things back from Amazon, a few returns here and there. Um, but yeah, no, pretty boring day if I were working from home as usual. Yeah, but I think I got a good topic for today.
Okay. Let me hear
Ooh. All right, so basically it's all about how kids ruin marriages.
it.
I
Marriages, relationships,
Dang.
wife. No.
Just everything. No, but like since we've had kids, it's definitely been some hard things we've been through, huge challenges, and just overall difference that they've made so far in our life. And I don't want to say that they ruin it, but they definitely drastically change.
They do. And I can see how certain couples might not make it through that first year
100%.
because that first year is rough, like not sleeping, probably not eating, not taking care of yourself. And then you're annoyed at whoever is around. So your partner is just the annoyance and they're the person you take everything out on. And if you're not a strong couple, that's where you end up butting heads pretty hard.
No, I agree completely. I think that book I got from our baby class, it's like they basically learning how to be a dad. And it's just opens your mind to the approaches of don't take the things your wife say personally when it comes to everything post baby. And it's just your body's getting back on track. You may be lashing out a little bit, you're nesting up. It's just a whole bunch of things to adjust to as well as caring for something that you didn't have to care for before.
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with like the postpartum aspects, but there's a lot more things that happen outside of postpartum.
Fair.
So I actually found an article and I just want to summarize it. Because I Googled like why do people end up getting divorced like a year after having a baby? You see people, right? Happy family, have a baby, boom, baby's 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, they're divorced. It's like, I can't do it with this person anymore. Well, there's actually research that shows that the vast majority of relationships change after having a baby. It says couples that have babies are more likely to feel less satisfied within their relationships, with mothers being the least satisfied at 33% satisfaction upon married moms with babies.
Mums, huh?
Mums. It's like literally that's to say mums.
Okay.
Compared to the average non-baby having woman, right, having a 62% satisfaction rate within their marriage. Among the common reasons for couples separating is the dwindling sex lives, the lack of communication, and constant arguments. And basically, what psychologists have said, the protective factors such as communication, intimacy, and time together take a hit when a baby comes. So then you throw in the stressors of sleep deprivation, financial anxiety, and then seems impossible for a couple to avoid any conflict or tension. So there's multiple reasons. This study actually had like a list of 20 reasons. Yeah. I might pop them up on the screen of why relationships break down within the first 12 months after having a baby. And realistically, the lack of support, unmet expectations, and the differences in parenting styles really contribute to relationship strain. On top of, if you have any sort of postpartum or mood disorders, that can affect both partners, obviously, in the emotional well being of the relationship dynamics. So, that by itself it's science that kids ruin relationships.
I mean, when you spell it out like that. No, but I mean, I guess to piggyback off all that, and it's just those are the foundations of a relationship. The intimacy, the communication, just all of that is what your relationship is essentially built on. So when you have this kid that comes in and just cannonballs all of that, it's like, oh, you guys thought you were communicating. You thought you can get your freak on. Your baby's like, no, I think not. It's sitting there with you for a year, crying, waking up in the middle of the night. You're exhausted at all times. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. I think speaking on a personal level, not scientific, not looking at studies, the first kid hit the hardest. Um, I think I was like so sleep deprived that I didn't care what anybody said. I'm snapping. So like I think it was just straight postpartum rage. Like I'm looking up like what the fuck is wrong with me? Like why am I like so mad? Why do I get so angry if something's like wrong? And it's a thing, like it goes into like the realm of postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, postpartum rage is a real thing. And you was catching it.
I know. I
Left
was there.
and right. Like you was catching it. So like I think if you didn't go to that class
Oh yeah. No,
or have that book that you read,
definitely helped a lot.
then I feel like you gave me pushback and didn't want to read when I was pregnant. Interesting.
No,
But I'm glad you read it because it told you to ignore her for a year.
well, no, everyone's always like, there's no book. There's nothing to teach you how to be a parent. Then you're presented with a book. And I'm like, everyone says, what's the point? But it did put a foundation in my mind that helped me understand what to expect the best way that I could. I mean, honestly, I was shell shocked. I woke up every day like it was game day and I was back playing basketball in college. Anxiety, palm sweating until you settle in and you're like, okay, I got this. Take your deep breath, sip your coffee, you're ready to go. But man, when I say shell shocked, I was shell shocked. But it's also love at first sight. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I love this little thing, but man, everything that came with it was a fight.
Yeah.
What made it different with baby number two?
Well, I'm not even done talking about baby number one.
Oh, you're gonna keep it tagging. Okay. Go ahead.
Communication. I just kind of want to touch on like the different
Okay.
aspects of like the study. So I emotional well-being was there, but communication portion of it. How do you feel like our communication was skewed in that time frame?
I think it became bare minimal, if that makes sense. So it's just where we would be flowing. We had time to talk about anything, everything, or whatever. For me specifically, I like to squirrel, so I'm just going down rabbit holes whenever I can. Whereas having a kid is like, I'm drowning, I'm not sleeping, I'm tired. Everyone's mad, everyone's grumpy, including the baby. You don't really want to talk to anyone. So it's like, hi, good morning. Mwah.
Not even.
Off to work you go. You know what I mean? Like everyone gets to go their separate ways. Baby goes to daycare, you go to work, I go to work. That's weirdly our break. That's where you catch your breath at a place usually most people don't want to be, which is work. Then you come home and you're back at it. It's like, oh, how was your day? Great. But you're really tending to the baby. So you don't have that decompression of us getting back into the flow of talking to each other or caring honestly about what each other has going on. It's just how can we get this baby to go to sleep or how we can get this baby to eat and just everything encompassing the baby.
I think I was asking more so like, miscommunications we were having that caused arguments.
Oh.
Not like, oh, I want to go to work to get the fuck away from her and it's baby.
Us
But
specifically
like
or
when it comes to conflict, not just, okay, we go to work. Like, yes, work is like a reprieve because the house is loud, right? It's a break because you can't care about anything more than your family home.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to breakdown in communication, not just your desire to communicate, where did you see the breakdown
I
at?
don't know if it was like clarity or lack of understanding, but I felt like we definitely were missing the boat essentially at every turn. It was just I thought I told you to watch those bottles. I thought it was time to get this.
No, because I used to tell you all the time, do this. I and still to this day
Telling you,
tell you things.
it was insane.
I didn't hear that. Like you acknowledged to me.
Yeah,
So either
your flow.
you're
Bars back.
lying about not hearing me, or you acknowledged me blindly, or you just caught like dementia or something
He's a little bit off.
and like, sleep deprivation
A little bit of all of it.
can mess up your mind. But like it would be the craziest thing to me, I think, would be how hard you would be like, you didn't say that, or I didn't say that. And it's like,
Yeah.
yo, yes the fuck, yes the fuck, yes the fuck. Like, yo, what? Yes.
Yeah.
And then I literally, I feel like all the time used to say, I wish it was a camera in this dish and we could just run that because you said that.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. What's it? I can't remember the commercial.
Like
You
you
know,
forgot
they throw the
as
challenge flag.
soon as you started saying like, as soon as you finished your sentence, it's like you forgot what you said.
Low key though.
And then like, then I was taken aback. Like, what the fuck did you just say to me? You just said, no, I didn't.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What's the inflection?
No, what?
No, but yeah, it was definitely a lot of definitely just miscommunications or lack thereof of just understanding what each other meant or what the purpose of whatever task is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. And then there was also like an aspect of uh I'm gonna say like when I complain,
Mm-hmm.
you take it as a personal attack. So then you get defensive and then it spirals like completely out of control. And we had to like rewind, sit down, and I had to let you know, like, if I say something, whether it's a complaint or this isn't done proper or this isn't done right or the bottle ain't washed, there's still like milk residue in it. It's not me attacking you as a person or your ability to do such. It's literally just me trying to educate
Yeah.
because I love to educate. I'm an educator. Like how to do it right. And I think you taking it as a personal attack and getting defensive, spiral fights and arguments and turn it into things that like it didn't need to be versus just I guess taking my words for face value.
Okay.
You like to overinterpret.
I do. I do.
And I don't think that was the greatest in the postpartum journeys.
No, I agree with that. I just overthink it. Overinterpret might be the perfect word for that. But also like I'm also trying to do things I think that you want more than like you said, just simply listening to
Yeah.
what you want. So why not? I think you want me to do this. I don't understand. I mean, you're like, oh, did you hear me? Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a little bit of trying to appease you, trying to be the best version that I can be for you while low key not listening to you at the same time. It's kind of crazy,
Mhm.
but I think that's kind of how I play it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that was effective because like as soon as things just got haywire, it's crazy how kids changed me. Like I used to yell and scream and be upset and argue. Like I'm just shut down now. And I think the aspect of it is not wanting my kids to see me in that space. And so my communication has become less effective when it comes to conflict resolution because I'm like, leave me alone. I'm gonna go upstairs, close the door. I want to be alone. I don't want anybody to talk to me. I don't want to listen to anything. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to talk about nothing. So my style has turned into like straight avoidance of
Yeah.
conflicts.
No, I can understand that. I'm not a fan of arguing in front of the kids either. So whatever we need to do to mitigate that the best that we can, we always should. Um, but I don't know, because there's kind of like some weird healthiness to like seeing them, letting them see you argue, but I don't believe at that.
No, they need to see conflict. So that's the thing. You can't paint a picture of like, oh, fairy tales and unicorns and
Right.
rainbows. Like they need to see realistic. This is what happens. Mommy, daddy still love each other. There is conflict. This is how you resolve conflict. There is also happiness, and this is how you go. This is how you handle emotions. Like there is the healthy aspect of it, but like the unhealthy, where you're screaming, yelling, breaking stuff, putting hands on each other, police getting called, stuff like that's not acceptable.
That's too much.
So I would never want anything to escalate into that manner with them. And that's why I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid because I feel like my anger has taken a turn for
Well, I think
crazy.
I think the fuse is shorter, but it's understandably short. You know what I mean? Like you said, you're tired, you're deprived, you're nursing, you're working. It's where's
I wish I
like
could get
selfish
stay
shit,
home.
where's the me time? You know what I mean? So it's like if I'm always tired, if I'm always overstimulated, if it's always something, it's always that next thing, I can't argue. I just don't. I don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
facts,
just don't.
facts,
So it
100%.
definitely makes sense. But I guess to follow on from that, where do you think we are as far as that dynamic in our relationship? Are we happy? Are we intimate? Are we lovely? Are we roommates? Are we co-managers? What are we doing here? What do you think we are?
We roommates at this point because where's the intimacy? What do you mean intimacy? Like sex? I've never heard of it. I'm a born again virgin. Like I'm telling people, like I don't even know how I got kids. I don't have sex.
I think they're proof of sex.
That it's immaculate
Science
conception.
says so. Huh? Interesting.
Evolution.
Yeah.
You can evolve a baby in the uterus. Yeah, you can plant him in there now.
I need you. What?
Genetically modified organisms.
So much needs to be explained there. That's so much.
No, but realistically, with the baby in the room with us, so she's what? She's 8 months now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep her out, but you know what, my baby, she holds a special place in my heart,
Keep
right?
her
So
out.
she was a preemie. She was born 2 months early.
Mhm.
And everything that she does is on a scale of correction. So technically, it's 8 months. She's 6 months corrected. So, like, I didn't kick CJ out at 6 months. I probably kicked him out right after that.
7 months he was gone.
But he also was a terrible sleeper. And, like, everything I read was like, get him away from you. He won't wake up as much. She's not. So, and I'm also still very anxious. So, like, I have, you say I sit on the edge of the bed. I'm peeking over at her. I'm making sure like everything is good. If she coughs, I'm what's wrong. So there's like no room for intimacy there. Like, and when it is, it's fine through between. And then as soon as it happens, it's like she knows. And then
She's definitely a hater. 100%.
and she starts crying.
Yeah, I hate it.
Outside of that, like, I feel like intimacy could be better and in general. It's
Yeah.
because intimacy is not just having sex.
Yeah, true that. True that.
You know, there's other forms of it that I feel like just go out the window because just everybody's like, oh, well, let's deal with kids, let's deal with the kids, let's deal with life. Let's go on these routines, let's eat, let's get breakfast, let's do this, let's have lunch, let's do naps, let's go back, go bedtime. Let's do like it's always like in a routine. So like those cute little text messages that you can send every so often, a little cute little butt taps that you can do every so often. You're not thinking about it because you're like, oh, I gotta wash the bottles, I gotta walk the dogs. I can't.
Yeah.
We are not taking that time and stepping back to be like intimate with each other. Like when's the last time we had like any sort of like phone sex? Like, come on, nothing.
Hey, listen,
Like
I'm not
nothing.
gonna lie to you. I don't know if we ever did phone sex, but I get you.
I'm sure we
were
used to talk.
sexting.
I'm sure we used to talk foxy to each other.
No, we definitely did some sexting, and I do though. So no, I get that though. Like, I don't know if roommate sounds harsh, but I
It's
understand.
not.
Oh, no, I get where you're coming
Because
from.
like what do we do? We both take care of the house. We take care of the different responsibilities within the house. We take care of, you do the outdoors, I do the indoors.
Yeah.
We split the cleaning.
Yeah.
There's certain areas I like to clean because I like how they get cleaned that way.
Hmm.
We both do laundry. Um, I put the kids to bed, I give them their baths, you're up early in the morning with them. We kind of like
Yeah, sis.
feed off of it. Like I need help here. We need help here. Like
Yeah, sis.
is but one thing we do, I feel like that makes it less roommate. We always sit down for dinner together at the table.
That's true.
And I really like that, especially like bringing the kids into it, like no screens. We're at the table for dinner. Most of the time, we're at the table for breakfast. We're at the table for most meals. Like if we're home all day, we're at the table for all meals. We don't eat, in the living room or in front of the TV or anything. I think that's an aspect that I really enjoy and I like
Yeah.
because it's a time like can take in between the day to talk,
Yeah.
even though CJ tells us to shut up.
Well, Sule got to be involved in everything. He has to tell you about his day. So,
Yeah.
no, I get it. Like I said, roommate sounds harsh, but it is a reality at the same time. I mean, but we try to fight it. We have our day days. We have our days when they're in daycare. We get to go for lunch. We have our little one-on-one time here and there. Honestly, I think this podcast will help us a lot. It's
Mhm.
something we already do, but it's like now that we're taking it into a different space, it's something we're doing together.
Making it more formal, like
Yeah, it makes it as a joint task. It
it's
makes us
something to
more
do
of a team.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a bonding experience that I think you could really enjoy.
I think that's kind of how we function, how we've always functioned
Yeah.
as a team. Um, we've always done everything together. Um, we've always we're like not apart, right?
Yeah, true.
So what brought us together really was doing things together, finding things we like to do, doing them. Like when we were hiking all the time, or when we decided, hey, let's be bikers all the time, and then let's do, workout stuff. Like everything we did, we found something that we like to do together, and it was like that bond. And that's what I feel like really helped. Like the date days that we have set, like
Yeah.
through school every Friday, religiously. Friday was a date night. Everybody knew, don't call our phones
That's true.
because we're out on a date. And even if we're not out on a date, it's date night. We can be at home cuddled up in the blankets, but we are spending this time together. And I think this is another version of that because we don't really get that because
Yeah.
we don't have the sitters to just drop the babies off and us to go take dates. We'll have lunch dates from time to time. And then it ends up being family nights.
Yeah.
Now, but this is like our date night.
Mhm.
This is like our time that we set together to be together, to do something together. And that's a bond. I think that
No,
helps overcome all of the potential
Mhm.
effects of the children.
I think it's interesting though. Like you said, we take all those steps, or at least we try to take all those steps to ensure that the dating side of our marriage still exists.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the same time, I don't think I've ever been more in love, more attracted to you than I am now that we have the kids.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's like
That's cute.
not that they're a curse, but it's like they are a barrier into how we can't continue to proceed in our relationship because they just demand so much from us.
Mm.
But seeing you operate in that space as a mom just also is like, that's my wife. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I mean,
it's
you're
a
beautiful
balance.
stages.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't brag on myself, but Okay, I'm done. But yeah, it's interesting how that plays out.
I mean, it elevates relationship in certain aspects. Um,
You know what I don't get though? To go back to your article, divorcing through it.
mhm,
Like I get that you're kind of like, I have to get away from this person,
mhm.
but I don't feel like being single and or trying to date someone new in that space will make any of those emotions or feelings better.
I mean, you won't have relationship communication issues. You wouldn't have intimacy issues because it's not that you have to date. You don't. You can figure life out on your own and be single and learn how to be happy, learn how to parent, mother, father separately, whatever. Intimacy isn't a thing in that space.
This could just be a little.
Mhm,
Wow.
it is.
Yeah.
Communication might always be an issue because you're trying to co-parent now.
Yeah.
but I feel like divorce is healthy
Mhm.
when it comes to a point in which your home is toxic. When your home is unhealthy,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't care how hard it's gonna be on my own.
Mhm,
I have to get out of this space because this is gonna turn me
mhm.
into a different person. It'll turn you into a different
That
person.
is very true.
And then it will create generational issues on our children
Yeah.
where they just keep repeating things after things after things that they see like and they grow up not seeing a loving family. Like I would prefer them see me on my own, happy,
Yeah.
being able to provide for them and emotionally give to them. Because if I'm emotionally drained from my marriage, what am I giving to my kids?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Obviously, looking at this video, a lot of couples have kind of the same conversations where they believe that getting divorced is harder than just staying together.
Yeah, and you can see by the comments that there's mixed reviews and people sitting on both sides of the fence in this argument.
去年的烦恼和姑娘，魔幻魔幻都魔幻，今年的姑娘更漂亮。遗忘遗忘都遗忘，去年的烦恼和过患。
I see both sides of that. I can see how you want to remove yourself from it and essentially better your life, better your kids' life by just being happier and in a healthier space. But I also can see the side of I don't really want to leave my kids. I can hate your guts. I may not want to deal with you, but I want to always be there for them. And that's just waking up to
No, I'm shooting arrows at that. I'm never gonna be with somebody that I hate their guts. Never gonna be in a relationship, quote unquote,
Yeah.
because you're married. You hate their guts. So are you cheating on them the whole time? Like,
Yeah.
what is it that you're really actually doing? Because hating your guts, and I'm just here because I want to be with my kids,
Mm-hmm.
you can be a parent, a father, a mother without being with a person. And I think that's where people get like messed up. Like, oh, I'm just here for the kids. But what are you doing? Because your kids see that. Your kids see the flaws. Your kids see and they grow up
Mm-hmm.
seeing their father not loving their mother not loving their father. They grow up in that. That's still childhood trauma that you're projecting onto your
I
children.
guess
Like, I would absolutely not ever say, I'm gonna hate your guts. Please, if you ever hate my guts,
yeah,
leave the
okay.
fuck out of me because I don't
Hate
wanna be nowhere where anybody hates me and doesn't wanna be around me and don't wanna be here
yeah.
and stay for the kids. I promise you, my kids are not a pawn. Leave.
Hate your guts
If
may be an extreme, but to get a divorce essentially because you had kids within a year is
It's not
also extreme.
it's not getting a divorce essentially because you had kids within a year. It's getting a divorce because your relationship isn't working. You don't get a divorce, "Oh, I had a kid, I'm getting a divorce." You get a divorce because something isn't working. This person isn't making you happy. This person isn't loving you the way you should be loved. This person can't get your love the way you want to love them.
How much time do you give to fix that? So say you've been in a relationship 10 years. 1 year because of this baby, we have this tension.
It's not necessarily because of the baby. You
Kinda.
clearly had the tension already. In the study, if you read the research,
Yeah.
the majority of the people already have ongoing issues prior to the child.
Uh-huh.
The child just makes it exponentially worse.
I can see that.
But
But you're
like
making
I
it
don't
through
ca-
it.
like at the end of the day, it's not about how much time you give somebody because if I'm done, I'm done.
But you wasn't until the baby
Maybe
exemplified that
it was
situation.
the straw that broke the camel's back. Have
It's
you
a big
not heard of
straw.
that?
It's a big straw.
It's not. Have you not heard of that analogy? Like the straw that broke the camel's back. If all this has been piling onto me, and now at the end of the day, like this is just where I draw the line. People have their lines in the sand that they draw, and it's not about oh, we had a kid in a year. I want you to scratch that because I think you're stuck on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact of the matter that now that we have this new responsibility, now that we have this new life, now that we have this new change, now things are really not going well.
But it's kids ruin the marriage. And if he wasn't for that, in theory, your marriage is not ruined.
Or your marriage would last another year, maybe 2, and then you get the divorce. Like, I don't think
Maybe.
people that are unhappy should stay married either, with or without kids.
You don't think happy couples have stress from kids and may potentially get divorced?
It's not about happy couples versus, like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? You said some couples already have these underlying issues. So that means some couples are theoretically perfect and happy and they still
I don't
get
think
divorced.
anyone is ever perfect. I don't
Not
think that's
perfect, but they're
I don't
happy.
think that's not anything that you can paint. No one is perfect. No relationship is
But you don't
perfect.
have issues that's worthy of getting divorced.
People have issues. And when issues start to compile, it turns to that. And so if the child is the issue that compiles, that child, or it's not even the child that causes it, it's the factors that revolve around them, the
Correct.
intimacy, the communication, the financial hardship.
Mhm.
It's never the child. The
Right.
child
No,
is
I'm
the
with you
little
on
joy.
that.
It's the
Yeah.
love that, like, that child is giving you more love probably than your partner
Yeah.
in majority
Yeah.
days.
True.
It's the things that are surrounding it that makes your relationship falter and break.
Mhm.
And so if that holds a lot more value to you than
Mhm.
the 10 years y'all were together, that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people will say, and I know I say, you know how somebody treated you when you were
Yeah.
pregnant and when you were postpartum.
Yeah.
And if you look at it and say, like, I don't care how you treated me the last 10 years, when I needed you most, you did me dirtball. Yeah,
You know
it's
what?
me to divorce you.
That's very fair. I just think the dynamic of it all is very interesting. And no, that makes sense though. If this is the most trying time you had in your life, and at this time we're, then yeah, I can see how you can, I guess, crumble under that or part ways because of that. Because if we can't handle it through this, we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, and it's not even about, like, how much time you give. Like, theoretically, you can't say.
Yeah, it's hard.
There's no set date. There's no benchmark. This isn't
Mhm.
like oh, this project's due in 5 days. You have 5 days to finish it.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing struggle that you have to determine, like, can I keep pushing? Do I have the will to keep going?
Mhm.
And if your will is broken, then, it's understandable. And you can't fault somebody if tomorrow they wake up and say, you know what, this ain't working for me. Or next week, or in a year, or in 5 years, they're like, the last 5 years, I hated your guts. Now it's time to leave. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
dang.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like,
You're
your
right.
kid goes to college and then you, like, running up divorce papers. Like, excuse me. So you really just stayed with me for kids?
Yeah.
That would probably be, to me, the most insulting thing ever. Like, I would prefer the truth and, like, transparency of, this is what I feel. This is how I feel in the moment. This is what's going on in my head. Because you got to think about it. Like, how truthful and honest are you being to somebody when you have these feelings? Like, I'm just waiting on that kid to go on away or I'm out of here.
Countdown
Like,
clock.
for real.
No, I think it's just a gray space. You know what I mean? Like it depends on, like you said, is it just, hey, I'm over here doing my thing, you doing your thing, and we wait on this kid? Like
There's
we
two
know
different
that, or you know what I mean?
things in a marriage. Like, that's what,
No,
like,
not in
you know what
like.
being married means.
I guess that's like if it's agreed upon, to double back to the roommate thing. Like if we're just going to essentially be roommates, but we're doing it in the best interest of our children. Is
If we're
that the
gonna
best
get a
interest of our
divorce,
children?
because
Then I
as a
don't
married
know.
woman, I'm not about to go trick out, like, because, oh, we're just doing our thing. Like,
I don't disagree.
there's no point of us to remain married. Why? So you can get my Social Security income when it comes time to death. Like, no, cut ties now, buddy. Like, bye. The least amount of time possible. Like,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Okay. No, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Like, I don't know if
But
divorce made it better.
regardless of the rabbit hole we just went down,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like kids really do cause a strain on relationships, and it's very important to find what you and your partner enjoy, whether it's together and separate, however it is, in
Mhm.
which you can show up for each other 100%, and you can show up for your children 100%. And sometimes if you guys have to do 50-50, 70-30, 60-40, like if
Yeah.
you have to give and get, like you might not have your 100%, but your partner has to be able to put that percentage in for you,
Yeah.
and you can figure it out. Willpower, strength, deep breaths, yoga, a glass of wine, whatever it is. But I don't, condone staying anywhere that's toxic,
No,
unsafe,
100% not.
violent, abusive.
Definitely not.
Children are not. Keep the kids safe.
For sure.
And I just want my kids to see a happy family, even if it were to result in a happy divorce where,
Blended family?
yeah, like
Eventually, I guess.
I don't have to beef with your daddy. Like,
Yeah.
no, he might not be coming over here to kick it, but like,
Oh, wait, I can't come kick it no more?
no,
I
that's not
can't
healthy.
come to the cookouts?
No.
That's what the blended families look
You
like.
might be able to come to like birthday parties, but like we can have our own holidays. Things like blended family. No, blended family is you marry somebody or date somebody with kids, and your family and their family blends. That's
Yeah,
not a
no,
blended.
no, no.
No, that's not a blended
I
family.
go have my kids, you go have your kids, we blend with our kids.
Divorced for a reason,
You're not a fan of that.
so we should probably we're not gonna be
Yeah.
best friends. We should be cordial
Of course.
for our children.
Yeah.
We should be able to be supportive to our children. So I'm not going to that game because he's there. Vice versa. We shouldn't.
Yeah.
But we ain't gotta kick it.
Okay.
We can go to birthdays we could share, but holidays we could do separate.
That might take
days,
time
today.
though.
I'm sure it does.
Cause like if you like, hey, we divorced at this point, we ain't on the best of terms. So like, yeah, but Timmy has a game on Saturday.
It's not necessarily
You know what I'm saying?
terms. It's
More than likely.
I think if two adults can sit down and say, this isn't working, let's either figure it out or fuck it,
Yeah.
it can be an amicable, even though I don't think divorce can be said as amicable because it's divorce. It can be an amicable process in which we're not fighting for this, we're not fighting for that,
No.
we're not doing this, we're not doing that. We go our separate ways and we come up with however it is we're going to parent our children, and we agree upon it. And I can't, dictate how you parent in your home. You can't dictate how I parent in our home. And
Mhm.
if you want to be petty and do things, then that's on you. But
Yeah.
I think it can be okay. Like, would I be annoyed if every time CJ comes back home, he's crazy because all he does is sit on screen time over there with you? Like, that is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just have to regulate him back, whatever. But I can't tell you keep him off a screen at your house. Like, it's
Mhm.
not. I can't run your house, and I think it's a respect factor of this is just what it is. I gotta beef with you because
No, it don't gotta be beef. It could be amicable as you want it to be. Like, okay, you have this, I have this. We both understand that this is what we're gonna do. I still might not want to see your face for a while.
the goal is to raise the children, and I don't understand why you wouldn't want to see my face because we
We
weren't
got a divorce.
communicating or we weren't intimate. It's not about, oh, I don't want to see your face because you cheated on me or you had a kid on me. or you
No,
did
but
this.
it's
I
emotionally
think
charged
that's
either way.
where people don't realize. People don't just get divorces because something drastic happened. It could just not really be working.
Yeah, but you were the love of my life, and I don't know if I will be okay seeing your face for a while. Just because it's a very emotional space.
I'm just so disgusted. I don't want to see your face.
No, it don't gotta be nasty. It could be from a sentimental place of like you were everything, and now we're nothing.
And you just have to
Yeah, you gotta
like,
get through it.
that's the thing. You can't
You
just
gotta get
avoid all
through
your
it.
issues. And if I was such the love of your life, and you're just so distraught seeing my face,
Yeah.
you should have stepped up to the plate. if that's really how it is that you feel. Like,
It's
obviously,
true.
I wasn't the love of your life enough for you to step up to the plate to not get divorced because it's not like, oh, we're divorced for like malicious reasons,
Yeah.
but purely the stress that comes upon when you have kids. Like,
Yeah, I guess that's why I said it's very gray. It just depends on the dynamic of that relationship.
I'm the coolest person you know, so I know you want to be friends with me, but we ain't gonna be friends if anything like that happen with us because. But I don't intend on it. We're gonna keep it spicy. We're gonna keep the game nights rolling. We're gonna keep the date nights rolling. You know, drop them kids off at their grandparents' house. Have us a little couple hours.
Yeah, no, I don't want to say we've made it through the rough part, but we're fighting through it.
In case it's not picking up.
That's fair. That's true. But yeah, no, I think we've made it through the hard times. Now we're just fighting toddlers. So
Oh, we have one toddler, one infant.
she's on the doorstep, man. She's on the doorstep.
Okay.
She's moving and grooving.
But anyway, that's our episode. Let us know what y'all think. I think kids cause a strain, but nothing that at least I'm not willing to push through to figure out, you know, getting a couples therapy if need be, hash some stuff out, you know, figure it out.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're definitely a stressor. They definitely put some work on your plate. But if you're serious about your relationship, if you're serious about your marriage, you find ways. You find the time and honestly, even if you have to quote unquote force it or make sure it happens, schedule it even, then that's what you have to do. So I agree.
Until next time,
Thanks for coming.
it's our bedtime.
Peace out. Good night.